Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shet Door or Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 19 of Direwolf20's 1.18 mod pack. And today we are actually going to mess around with a mob farm for a minute here, because LaserIO is something I should have gotten into earlier. Let's see how simple we can kind of make this mob farm for the Wither Skeletons, because I actually still haven't completed this. So, first things first, we are going to need 3 item cards. These 3 item cards are all basically going to be just blank generic cards. And of course, we're going to need to go down. I do need to get the personal shrinking device sooner or later. I put that one in the wrong spot. Right there. And we will extract from these inventories, basically. So let's see. 1. Okay. So how do we need to do this? Because we need to basically take the items out of these. So, for example, down, we take this. We probably need extract, node overclock type situation. So where it pulls from that side. And then we will need, which direction is this? Which way am I looking? South? So south will need an item card, but it'll need an item filter, and I don't actually have any on me. But we'll be extracting swords. Let's go grab an item card. Alrighty, so all I think we need is 2 of these. I think that's basically all we would need, but we'll see. So down, and then we'll do north and south. No, east and west. East and west is the direction. So west, we will turn this to extract. So that was west, east, extract. And then, of course, we'll go back in here, east, extract. And then we'll, of course, need to do the node override or overclocker thing. Alrighty. And then what we'll do is we'll take an item card. I'll need another item card in a bit, which is fine. I'll get one. We'll throw this in here. We'll ignore NBT and we'll allow, right? So we'll put a trash can down here. We'll click this, right? You can see the items being transferred, and this should just be only swords. So if we actually toss these swords in here, they should, you can see that be getting transferred. Awesome. So we have that filtered. Now what we need to do is actually filter these into the ender chest. Okay, so we'll need another item card. All right, so with this item card, we're basically going to take the remaining items. So we've got necrotic bone, coal, raw earth shard, raw powerful earth shard, and the wither skeleton skulls. And this is going to be our configuration. So filter, wither skeleton skulls, necrotic bone, that, and that. And that's all we will want for this side, right? And of course, we could definitely throw some of these on here. Actually, let's do 2 and see if that really makes too much of a difference here. All right, so let's see how fast this starts going. All right, so this is definitely slow here, so hold on. So we'll do down, we'll take this one out. We'll throw in card overclockers. We'll change the speed to 1. All right, right click, down, throw that in there. Down should be cleared, okay? So we'll do west and east. Take these both out. We'll throw in 2. Let's go 4 then. I guess I do have enough for both of them. We'll do 1. And then here, we will do the exact same thing. Throw in that. I kind of wish this was like a type-in value or something. That would probably make it easier, but that's fine. So east. Okay, everything should be transferring at a very rapid rate. You can see that there. Constant rate of travel. We can't actually open this, but we could actually just take our white bag and see what's being transferred. There's some redstone links and stuff in there that I've been looking for. Oh well. But this should be a good way to do this. And then that just got picked up by something. All right. So that is our way of doing that, right? Don't know what's up with the laser here. But we only needed one laser node to actually do all of this. Which is actually really cool, not gonna lie. We have now completely automated that. So if we turn this on... Oh goodness, it is not muffled. Okay, we don't also have the demagnetization coil up here yet. So we're just getting stuff in here left and right. But that looks like it's functioning, right? We are getting tons and tons of good stuff. We can actually just close this bad boy up. I have also changed that to a redstone torch on the mob masher, so it's constantly on. But when we flip the lever, it'll turn off the spawner, or turn on the spawner, which will prevent spawns. So that's a thing, by the way. Just so, you know, no residual mobs are in there whenever it's turned off. Because I have been having some issues where the redstone link isn't turning off the soul cages, so yeah. Alrighty, so that's LaserIO for the mob mashers. We'll definitely have to implement this into a lot of the other mob mashers, the other two. Maybe the blaze farm even, because that'd be pretty interesting. Let's see here. So what I was thinking is a simple magnet. This thing. We need both of these. So the redstone and gold. Do I have any in here? I do. And then glowstone. And then we can go toss this down there so we don't pick anything up when we're down there. The bad thing about this LaserIO setup, though, is there's no buffer. If it gets full in one area, the whole thing is basically going to fill quite a lot. So that's the thing. But it should be fine. Yeah, this is definitely not the fastest. I don't think we can make it faster, so... Why would I be able to throw 2 in there? Let's look. The book is back home, actually. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why you can throw 2 in there. Maybe it does affect exporting, but we'll see. Book. Okay, we don't need filters. We need... There's some pretty interesting stuff here. Stuff I haven't even looked at. Like channels and stuff. Did I just see that right? Where'd it go? Channels. Huh. That'd be interesting. So you could set up color modes. That's cool. What was I looking for here? Node overclocker. Each node can only operate 1 card per side per tick. Okay, so hold on. So it says there should be more lasers. Is that correct? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm really going to have to figure out this. I guess we can do that this episode, honestly. Because they're just tearing this place up, and I've been gone for like 2 seconds. Everything just went to crap because of these guys. Oh, I really don't like the infested ones. They're really annoying. They shouldn't be able to do that much damage. And it took out the redstone torch. Let me clean this up and I'll be back. Alright, so I've cleared out that area. How are we going to solve this issue? Because it is a constant issue, especially with endermites and all that. The way I'm going to solve part of it, which is the actual area that needs to be anything but mob falling, right? So let's look at, real quick, getting some coal. Where's the coal here? All right, some coal. Grab a few stacks of that. Then we'll need some glass. Glass. Should be in this chest, right? Don't have that much of it. But I was thinking of mob grinding utils tinted glass. Okay. So if we grab a stack of this, let's grab a little bit more here. With all the different colors we have on us. So this is weatherproof, right? So nothing should be able to break this glass. So it's kind of overkill. But since it is a resistant block, yes, I could probably use obsidian, but this is actually cheap. Let's grab a hammer. So I think, actually, I don't know if we need the hammer. So for the area that we actually care about, which is basically everything in this vicinity. So up here included. Let's just make sure this is all going to be tinted glass. All right, so this corner here, we'll take it all the way down. I'll even move the lever part because that will need to be something that is redstone transmittable, which is fine, right? Because we do need to still transmit that redstone through a block. All right, and then we guess we could take our hammer here, take it here, because this also needs to be something as well. And I don't think we can just attach a lever to the bottom of this. No, so this needs to be sitting on a block. Can we actually put... So the floor here is going to be made of something, right? So let's go... Nope, too high. Oh, and I don't get that back, I don't think. So let's use Silk Touch. Right, so something like this. And then I don't think we could do something like this. No. Okay, can we do something like this? Okay, perfect, we'll keep it. Alright, so nothing... Let's turn this off before I accidentally get myself killed here. Alright, so we'll go up. And let's actually repair the stone behind this as well so we don't look too bad here. Let's take out this uranium. But this should be preventing the infestation, hopefully. As long as these are all solid blocks, we should be golden. Alright, so this is the mob area, right? This is where they're all staying at, right? And I actually never put the vector plates down, so I guess we could do that now. Alright, so now you can see that we can see through, and we have to come back down because I just built that. Oh, launching myself around. Alrighty. So how do we solve this? So let's go under here. And let's actually start filling these blocks in with stone. Where are these guys? Like, yeah, they tunneled for some reason. Okay, so let's just fill in this kind of general area. Alright, so we need to probably make this kind of stone. Now, see, I'm kind of just trying to think. So we need this general area, which is not too much. Be like some sort of, reinforced block, which we'll be using the tinted glass here. Because they shouldn't be able to get through that, right? So they would be able to get to the stone underneath. At least that's what I'm hoping. Okay. So let's put this wall in, and we'll just come right down with more tinted glass. We will need to probably make this area tinted glass as well. So I guess we could knock out these few blocks. And of course, this really isn't about the actual look of the area. Really, it's more about the actual functionality as of right now, so we can not have to worry about coming down here and getting swarmed with all of these ender mites or silverfish or whatever's down here, right? So what I'm thinking for the rest of this is actually the passable tinted glass, right? Or whatever it's called. The things where I can go through it, or the mobs can go through it, but I can't. And the reason I'm thinking this is because we could actually do like some sort of conveyor system to basically drop them into either a mob masher or just lava, right? And I'm thinking we go, down a couple here. Because that should be fully done. Well, besides the side, I guess. Which, of course, we're just going to do this kind of stuff. And then, of course, we'll have to figure this out, which I think there is other witherproof blocks. I'm not sure. I think what we could do, this was a bad idea, but it's fine, is actually just throw this onto some tinted glass. So let's do this. I need my tinted glass back. It keeps stealing it. It's also very dark over here because I have no light source over here as well. So let's put something down for that as well here. So I may be actual seeing what I'm doing. Still can't really see it because that's how dark the glass is because it's against a solid object. Let's see. So I need more tinted glass. Let me grab some and I'll be right back. So let's look at this. How do we make what I'm thinking, right? So we have only solid to players, which is reverse ethereal glass. We also have different types. But the ones we're focused on is the reverse ethereal because we want the mobs to fall through, but we do not want to fall through it. And the reason that is because, of course, we want to discard those mobs, basically. We don't want them in our life. It's basically like a immediate rejection. Okay? Think of it that way. We need a little bit more glass here. So let's speed this bad boy up here. Where is my time in a bottle? A little bit more. Okay. So we'll need some ender, eyes of ender, and probably quite a bit of them. I do think I will be making the lava version of this because it's just easier, honestly. Throwing some lava down there, making sure everything that spawns gets just burned, and we don't have to worry about it. 100%, I think that's the way to go. Alrighty, so let's come down here, and we'll just start placing this stuff. Doesn't really have connected textures, which is fine. Okay, so we can just, walk and walk and walk and walk, and nothing will happen. The moment you throw anything, actually, I believe, yeah, even items straight up fall through this stuff. So that is awesome, right? Because it's an entity. Once you drop it, it becomes an entity, and of course my magnet can pick it up. So let's pop down here, and the way we want to go about this, let's drop it one more. is we want to grab some lava, which we can actually just take this whole thing. For my safety, I should probably move this down, because I probably will die if I don't do this. All right, so we can then just take we don't have to really fill this whole thing with lava, but we just have to get this to the point of it all being covered. Okay, that's fine. And of course, since I can't pass through this, all right. And then of course we can actually come up here and say lava just off. All right, but this should save us some hassle with wither skeletons. So let's turn this bad boy on and let's watch this go. That's another thing. We can actually see what's happening with all of this dark glass. Okay, so here you go. You saw those wither, the actual silverfish spawn in. They all just died because they couldn't go through it. I mean, if that's the side effect, we might not need this, but who knows? So let me stand here for a while. I'm gonna watch this go, and see if any silverfish actually do spawn. Alrighty, so I stood there for about 10-20 minutes. There was not really any change. Like, there is no silverfish coming in. That is the way we need to mob-proof the whole thing, basically. Which, I mean, it's not the worst. But I also wanted to come up here and look at the wither skeleton skulls we have. We have 2K in here, so we do need to quickly make some more gold upgrades here. Let's put that back for a second. I need to clear out my inventory again. Mostly with this stuff. Let's throw the obsidian in here. Glass, tinted glass. I will throw the uranium in there for right now. Therium, or ethereal glass. And glass panes. My torches. And my silk touch pickaxe and hammer can go back in here. And my portable shrinking device. Alright, so let's grab gold. And then we'll need some chest, which I think I changed my button for my backpack, so I'm still trying to get used to that. So if you hear me click a button and nothing happened, that's exactly what I just did. I was pressing my keyboard trying to get my backpack to open and nothing. But yeah, so let's go here, 2 of those, and then I'll throw 1 on the necrotic bones. Why do I have 2 necrotic bones? Oh well, we'll get over it. I don't really care. I'll fix it later. Anyway, this should still be just cruising. You just hear him dropping left and right. Still nothing on the silverfish either. And this stuff is keeping up, but it is kind of slow. Did I put... Okay. I just wanted to look at that real quick. But yeah, this is going to go slow. But I think it should be able to kind of keep up over time. I mean, if I need to, I can divide the system up a little bit, which wouldn't be that difficult. But I think for now, let's turn this bad boy off. We don't really need that many wither skeleton skulls as of current. This is kind of just, you know, the trial run to see if this is actually how we should be making mob farms. And I will have to change everything over here and over here. And I'll probably make this look a lot nicer under here as well. Because we're going to be spending a lot of time with these mob farms, getting them running perfectly, and then using them in the future. Because these are our resources, right? I would love to get witches. I would love to do all of that. I think maybe mob imprisonment tools might be the best for that. Just because it'll be easier. But we're not into industrial foregoing. Also, quick question. Angel Halo. This mod, Angels, Halo, you know, whatever. I will change the name sooner or later, but I want to know if you guys would be interested in me making an Angel Halo where you can add different effects like fire resistance, witherproof, or like wither resistance, um, different types of resistance, right? Maybe even like saturation, halo, or something like that. Basically, just allowing the angel halo to have a buff. I want to see if you guys would be actually interested in something like that. I don't know the recipes I would really use for those, um, but that would be something I would think would be interesting. Just kind of ask if you guys think that would be a good idea to just add some resource or some like potion effects type of situation to those. Um, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing here. There was something I wanted to do today, and I completely just spaced on it. So, real quick, I'm going to try and fill a soul gem full of cows, sheep, or pigs, or chickens, either or. I'm not 100% sure if I'm picky of getting which mob. And the reason I want to do this is because I want to combine two mods to make one progression um, type thing. So there's pigs here. I was kind of thinking cows because I need leather. And this would kind of result in that in the future because I could always just turn it into a mob farm. Let's see here. It looks like it's getting dark. But yeah, I'm going to fill up a soul gem and I will be right back. Actually, real quick, let's talk about something. So, I was kind of thinking with the Angel Halo mod, would you guys be interested in an actual release of this mod? Because it's something that I whipped together. Not really the most tested, not really the best. But I was kind of thinking, what would you guys think if I added dungeon loot to the mod and say maybe have like broken pieces of a halo, right? Instead of having the iron and diamond halo like I have now, maybe I go back, I add dungeon loot that would basically give you a fragment of an angel's halo. So that way you have to explore to get it. And then maybe the middle crafting piece. So you have 8 pieces of this angel's halo, and then in the middle is an elytra or something of that nature, right? What would you guys think of that? That's just kind of a question I wanted to ask, just because I could make the mod stand out a little bit differently, because it's not just crafting it, right? You have to kind of give a lot more time for exploration. Maybe add it to the stronghold loot, so you'd find a lot more pieces there, so you have more reason to go to a stronghold. Um, things like that. And I don't know. And maybe I do creep the crafting, or maybe I switch over to that, or maybe I just make 2 versions, one where it's dungeon loot and one where it's not dungeon loot. There's definitely a lot of things that I can do with it, but I just kind of wanted to pop on here and ask for some feedback. Or do you guys even care? Right? That's kind of the other thing. Do you guys even care? Am I just a little stupid for even making the mod kind of thing? I just want some feedback, right? But yeah, on to kill some sheep. Is this just me, or is that a lot of like ore? Like, look at this. I was just flying over this hill, and there is a lot, and I mean a lot of ore you can see. That is awesome. I'm not picking this stuff up right now. I was just kind of flying by, and I saw this. This is some really interesting generation. I actually have never flown out this way, which is kind of weird because it's not that far from the base. There's also a piece of ice randomly. Huh. Just wanted to hop on, kind of exploring. Always like showing you guys something new and interesting, especially because I've never really seen like the Highlands biome yet. So, alrighty. So, after a little bit, I've got a full soul shard full of sheep. And what we're going to do before we do this is prepare for the next episode because we're almost out of time. So what I want to do is I want to get into industrial foregoing. Industrial foregoing is one of the better tech mods out there, really, because it's been around for so long, and it's got a very interesting progression system. Because the first thing you need is a fluid extractor, and a latex processing unit. okay? And this is another block we'll need down the line, but for right now, these are the two we'll need. We'll also grab a block placer if we have something like that. Oh, we only have this, which requires that. So that's not cool, but that's fine. We can just do it manually. Okay, anyway. So first off, we'll need latex processing units and fluid extractor. So let's grab those. It looks like we'll need some gold, some iron, and what else? Redstone, wood, and some cobblestone. Alrighty. So now what we need to do is just make a piston. We'll make the pity machine frame, which is this. Let's grab a couple of those, right? Let's actually grab 1, 2, 5. 5 of those, and then let's grab one of these. Actually, 4 of these, I believe. And then, of course, we'll need actual logs rather than what I have. Okay. So we're going to make actually a few of these. So let's grab all the logs I've got, because you can actually use, I think, in total, like 5 of these things. The actual fluid extractors. Sorry, I'm kind of spacing on the names all of a sudden. Yeah, you can use up to like 5 of these, basically surrounding the entire block, but you will need a place to actually place the block. So kind of 5 is the limit, because you do need, you know, an area to do that. But we'll grab our tesseract, because we are going to power these, which is optional, of course. It does say that power is optional, but it just makes them run faster and more efficiently. Let me see if I can grab... Okay, there we go. Some power cables. And then let's just come to... Let's go do this over here in the Tinker's building for right now. So we're going to place these here, which should face this black portion that direction. I will place one... I think if you shift click. No. Some mods have that, some mods don't. So we just face the opposite direction of which way we want this to face. And then we can actually grab a log here after we power this. So hold on. So we'll throw a tesseract down. Alrighty. And then we will do... Where's my axe? Okay, and then we can come down here again. Make sure this is on energy receiving. And these should all be powered now, which is great. Alright. So now what we will do is take an acacia log, throw it in the middle, and over time, you will receive latex. And of course, it is faster with more power. You can actually put upgrades in this, which are the speed and efficiency upgrades, I do believe. Let's see. But you can see here that there is, you know, actual stuff. So triple when powered. So powering this would give you quite a bit more. It looks like the highest production rate is actually acacia. Didn't even know that. So that's a thing. Keep that in mind, apparently. I don't have any more acacia logs, so let's go find some. I think there's a tree over here. I didn't know there was a variation in the wood types. That's something that is pretty nifty to know, though. There are some, you know, things that you just might never look at, and it might really help out. So that's going to be good to get latex very early game. Of course, we will have to automate this process with like a block placer. And since that's kind of a limited option, we will be just using the block placer from Industrial Foregoing to kind of keep it in the mod. And yeah, so I'm going to get some of this. We will turn the latex processing unit, this block, we'll get this next episode, because we actually do need a bucket of latex to actually proceed. So this is going to take a minute. So I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.